Okay, so we got it mounted. Now we're gonna bend some EMT pipes. So this is 1/2 inch conduit. It's in every electrical supply, big box, hardware places like a Lowe's or a Home Depot. And as I do it, I'm gonna tell you what's different about this bender, because it really is, it's the best. It's the strongest. It's actually designed for its function. It's the quickest and easiest one. Okay, so when you're bending, all you do is you slide this thing right in here, okay? And just leave about, an inch outside. That's all you need, okay? And now the key to bending so you don't corkscrew it, right, is staying level, right? So I just look above the table, right? Get it level, get it on my thigh, right? Okay? And then once I have it on my thigh, I just keep it at that same level. Okay? Once you do a few, you get, it's gonna be nothing. But I'm just gonna, try to get rid of your corkscrews in the first few. Okay? And you can see one difference is this thing supports the pipe high and low because it's a V, right? Others got like pipe that you put it against or like weird channel, U channels, but this is like the way it should be. Okay, so we just keep it at a level height as we walk it around, right? It's very easy. Bring it all the way to the end, okay? And then it's only gonna take 3 bends. So that's the first one. And that's another difference, is other ones are shorter, so you do more bends, more likely to corkscrew it, all of that. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring it down to about there. And now this is the key one, okay? Because you wanna make sure that that is still level, okay? Right, you can put this against the board so that you can do it, but as long as you eye it, you should be okay. And then I put it on my thigh, get it to the right height, okay? There we go, okay? And now for the last bend, all we do is reverse it. Here's another difference with this bender. You see it just comes out. You don't have to feed it through a loop that's at the end, which is so bizarre, right? You just pull it out, flip it over, okay? And do like your first bend, where you just put that in like an inch, okay? Get it level, make sure that part's nice and level, okay? There we go. Okay. Hopefully I didn't corkscrew it. Nope, perfect. Okay, we got ourselves a hoop, easy. You see how easy that is? Right? It's those little small, it's the little small design things that just make this one great. But the key, and I said it at the beginning, is because you can convert it to a LowCat, that's the key. Because now you're getting rid of sandbags, you're able to lift up the cover and it will hold up, so you just changed everything, right? Now, these EMT tunnels, I think, are actually workable. Because I didn't like them before because I didn't want to carry around sandbags or anything like that. Okay, so we got a little inch out of there, okay? Okay. Okay, get it nice and level, okay? So but remember, it's that second one that's so important, okay? Okay, so we just get it down, okay, to where we stopped. You just want to push it to where the curve is ending, okay? Get it nice and level over here. Make sure that's not curved down, okay? Then we just bring it in, nice and easy, okay? And now you just bring it right out, no sliding it out of a little loop or anything, okay? Right, because it's designed by people who actually use these things. Okay. Yeah, no corkscrew, perfect. Okay, and if you do get a corkscrew, just have someone grab that end and then you just uncorkscrew it. No big deal. Okay, so we're gonna make the 4 foot wide. And if you come over here, I'll show you the difference, right? So here's 6 foot with a 6 foot round, and this is a 4 foot round, right? And then it has a little bit of straight sides. So it's gonna give you more height, but obviously not as much width. And 4 foot's kind of odd because if you have a 30-inch bed, you're kind of leaving a lot. But you know, that's what you get with a 10 foot conduit. But they're going to use the same coverings, right? Same LowCat conversion kit. All of that's going to be the same. So that's nice. And so what we're going to have to do is measure out the amount you're leaving out of the bender. And so you only need to do this once, right? You just put it against that steel right there. Boom. Okay. And then there's a nifty little arrow here on the bender. So just mark that. Okay. And then when you get it in here, right? Okay. I'm going to mark the table once, but then I'm going to put a block in there. Right? This way you can make 1,000,000 of them. And I'm going to use, I don't know if you've ever seen these things, but these are the most useless things. And I'm going to give it the best use it can be, which is as a block. Okay, what these things are, I mean, they're ridiculous. Okay, what you do is you put covering on, and then you clip it on with this thing. It is so stupid. I'm sorry. But what it does is it rips covering every time you take it off and on. You can't lift coverings off. And it's just, and they pop off in the wind because, you know, there's just so much pressure on them. I mean, yeah, these things are as bad as lifting rocks around to keep the sides up. This is more ridiculous because it doesn't even work. So, you know, you can use that when I was talking about the bricks and the rocks and the sandbags. It's just the dumbest thing. Okay, so don't use it.